Students, this is a Opuntia desert plant, and this one also desert plant, aloe vera. So let us see the adaptation of Opuntia. It have a thick waxy skin to reduce loss of water and to reflect heat. See the structure, students. This is not a leaf, this is a stem, modified leaf. Okay, the stem is doing the leaf's function. So it have a lots of thorns because of the reduction of reduce of transpiration, water loss. Okay, and large fleshy stem to store water, and thorns and thin spiny or glossy leaves to reduce water loss, and spines protect the captive from animals wishing to use stored water. So this Opuntia is edible for some of the animals. They used to eat the flesh of the plant and they get water from it. They store tons and tons of water in it. So, and the roots is very large. It is goes very large, deep in nature, because the desert region we don't have much rainfall, right? So the roots are grow as much as possible in deep into the soil, right? And the roots are to tap and ground water, and long shallow roots which spread over the wide area. Some of the plants are having the shallow roots. The roots are spread it out the wide area, and plants lies dormant for years until rainfall. So some of the plants are produce spores, or some of the plants are produce the seeds. They form a cyst formation. When the rainfall is come, they will emerge into new plant. This is a example for desert plant Opuntia. This is a aloe vera. They have a spines and thorns over there because of a reduction of water content. And next we are going to see plants on mountain. So students, tell me, have you ever visited Ooty or Kodaikanal? Okay, good. And what type of trees you have seen in that particular region? So yes, very good. Very tall and smaller leaves trees. So mountain plants grow close to the ground to avoid being uprooted by strong wind. Okay, and also these plants produce smaller leaves to prevent water loss. Example, pine, maple and oak. Students, come on, let us see the adaptation of the mountain plants. Students, this is a Pinus female cone, this is a Pinus male cone. These trees are conical in shape. This shape allows snow to slide from the trees easily. So needle-like, see students, needle-like leaves help them to survive in cold conditions like snow. And these trees do not shed their leaves. They have a cone instead of flowers. See students, this is a cone. And these cones protect seeds during harsh winter. Example, pine trees. Students, next we are going to learn plants in plains. A large area of flat land with few trees is known as plains. In plain region, there are a number of enormous trees are grown in that region. So we are living in the plain region. Madurai and Chennai, these are all the plain region. So Ooty, Kodaikanal is a mountain region. That mountain region, they have a pine and cone plants are grown. In our region, a mango tree, mango and banyan tree, teak tree, these types of trees are grown in plain region. A large area of flat land with few trees is known as plain region. Okay, and let's see adaptive feature of plants in plain region. So these plants need to adapt both the dry condition and extreme temperature. So in Madurai we are having the winter season and also hot during summer season. We are very during summer May month we are very getting very hot sunny days. So that time that plant should survive their own life. That is a dry condition. The plant should adapt dry condition as well as extreme temperature, and they grow in a warmer climate and usually shed their leaves in winter to protect themselves from cold. Some of the plants, some of the trees are shed their leaves during winter season to protect their life. And next thing, they have flat and broad leaves. So see, when in the case of teak tree, in the teak tree, they have a broad leaf, and they have a thick and woody stem. So for example, mango tree is having a thick and woody stem, and banyan tree and teak tree. Next we are going to see plants in coastal areas. Coastal means seashore areas. There are seashore areas trees are example coconut. Okay, so in this region, plants that grow along the coast are very tolerant of wind and salt and sand loaded ocean spray. So let us see the adaptive feature of the coastal area plants. These plants grow very tall and straight. So these, for example, coconut tree is grown very tall and straight. So next thing is the leaves are frond. Frond means the long leaves with the split end. Okay, this meaning the frond. Frond look like a feathers, and it's used to protect from wind. Next thing is these plants are tolerant to saline water. So that is a salt water. Example, coconut tree. Students, let's see plants in water. So some plants are grown only water, not a land. Okay, there are water plants or aquatic plants. Aquatic means water. Okay, are adapted to living in aquatic environments. There are three types of aquatic plants are there. They are free floating plants. Example, water hyacinth and pistia. Water hyacinth in Tamil we called as Agaya Tamarai. You can see the Agaya Tamarai in a Vaigai river. So large number of Agaya Tamarai is present and floated on the surface of the water in the Vaigai river water. And next thing is a fixed rooted plants. Example, lotus and water lily. And next thing, submerged plants. Example, Wallisneria and Hydrilla. Students, come on, let us see free floating plants. Free floating plants. Example, Eichhornia, Agaya Tamarai or water hyacinth and pistia. Floating plants have leaves that float on the water surface. They have poorly developed roots. See students, these roots are very tiny, right? So these are all floated on the surface of the water. This is a water hyacinth, Agaya Tamarai. This is a pistia. Fixed rooted plants. These plants have roots which are fixed to the bottom of the pond. Okay, example, lotus. In lotus you can see the roots means it is a tuber. At the bottom we can see the tuber. Lotus root is very long. Okay, they have long hallowed stem to search to reach the surface of the water. Okay, and they have broad and waxy coated leaves. So you can see the lotus leaves means it is very waxy in nature. Okay, and they have a broad waxy coated leaves to prevent them from rotting. Example, water lily and lotus. Next, submerged plants. So submerged plants, example, Wallisneria and Hydrilla. These plants are completely submerged in the water. So when you are seeing the Wallisneria, this plant is completely immersed with water. We can see the Wallisneria at the bottom of the water only. Okay, these plants stem is very thin and its leaves are very small. See students, see the structure of the leaf and stem. It is very thin and the leaves are very small, right? And there is no stomatal opening on the leaf surface. There is no stomatal opening and they breathe only through stem. So example, Wallisneria and Hydrilla.
Students, let us recall today's portion. A habitat is a place where an organism makes its home. A habitat meets all the environmental conditions an organism needs to survive. Next thing is adaptation. So the plant adapt their environmental condition and they adjust on their surrounding is known as adaptation. So let us see terrestrial or land plants. Okay, plants in desert. So there are plants are grown on the desert region. So in the desert region there is a very less rainfall is occur. So example, Opuntia, date palm and aloe vera. These plants are grown only desert region. Plants on mountain. These plants are grown on the high altitude region. For example, pine tree. These leaves are very scaly leaves and conical shape. These trees are very conical in shape. And plants in plain region. So some of the plants are grown in plain region. Mango, banyan tree and teak tree. These are all the plants grown on the plain region. Banyan, peepal tree and tamarind tree lives more than 100 years. And plants in coastal areas. So some of the plants are live in the coastal areas. They grow along the coast, very tolerant of the wind and salt and sand loaded ocean spray. Plants in water, they are classified into three types: free floating plants, fixed rooted plants and submerged plants. Free floating plants, these are found on the surface of the water. Example, water hyacinth, agaya tamarai and pistia. They freely floated with the help of spongy body filled with water. And fixed rooted plants, these plants have root, they are fixed at the bottom of the water bodies. Example, lotus and water lily. Submerged plants, these are completely submerged into the water. Example, Wallisneria and Hydrilla. Thank you students.